And I actually watch a lot of your videos all the time. And I was telling Sean, I said, take a look at some of Fred's videos. It was yesterday, right? You were looking at his video. I was telling him to take a look at some of your videos because they're very inspiring and thought-provoking.
Is this you too, Ben?
Congratulations.
No, it's family. You wouldn't? All right, shit. He shot my documentary.
So, and I appreciate y'all, man. Like, I don't read too much, you know, but I know, like, the guys that are out there pushing and fighting and trying to get people to see things, you know, the right way. I know that y'all been doing your thing, man. And I know people try to, you know, quiet y'all down and stuff like that. And I couldn't tell you, man, guys like yourself.
The stuff you're doing, it's something you can apply to your life. So.
Wow, Danny Garcia clowns Terrence Crawford and says, who has he beat at 140? Shots fired, shots fired, shots fired. Ring the bell, sign the contract. Let's get it on. But I will defend Danny Garcia as it relates to his 140 resume. You know, he went through hell and back. Pretty credible in terms of names and resume. So he definitely has that. And if you compare how Terrence Crawford wins his fights, it's no comparison as to how Terrence Crawford wins his fights versus Danny Garcia wins his fight. Danny Garcia was underdogs, and I would say, I can't remember the lines, but I remember his fights at 140 being even or the underdog, somewhere in that realm. You know what I'm saying? And I would like to see that fight. You know, Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford, but obviously that's not happening. Danny Garcia is number 2 WBC, so he has Sean Porter number 1 or the rematch. But I believe he's fighting Brandon Rios, as I heard this week. So or last week, 2 weeks ago. But that's pretty funny that Danny Garcia clowns Terrence Crawford, and he is known as the cherry picker. So you get what I'm saying? So at 147, he was, I mean, I don't know if he was gifted Robert Guerrero, but he walked into 147 to a belt, and you know, it is what it is. But and another thing I saw, he has, oh man. So you might say he's delusional. At 140, Danny Garcia can dispute and argue he was a top 10 fighter in the world. You know, you can put him in there. Some people don't like his lack of athleticism, being flat-footed. You understand what I'm saying? So him coming back on the cards and knocking a few people out. He was behind on the cards on a few fights. But anyways, man, some people say he might have lost to Peterson. Didn't look impressive against Thurman. So, you know, it's neither here nor there, but Danny Garcia is definitely an upper echelon in terms of 147. He's a top 5 guy at 147. And, I mean, 147 is probably, I'm going to say arguably, because I'm doing an instant video. I haven't, but I'm not. 126 may have something to say about it, but 147 is a deep division, man. Deep division, and arguably the toughest division in boxing. So if whoever walks away with Keith Thurman belts, or Keith Thurman retains his belt over the next 2 years, he's definitely a pound for pound guy. If Terrence Crawford doesn't lose and or looks impressive at 147. So anyways, man, Barbershop Conversations. Shots fired. Danny Garcia, pretty much. He's saying that to protect his legacy, too, at 140. You understand what I'm saying? So he definitely had a better resume at 140. But like they always say, when they set the schedule, you only can play who's in front of you. You know, like when you see these big fish in a small pond, these big fish in small conferences, and they run through the conferences like the Butlers in college basketball, Murray State at some point in college basketball, you know, Conference USA years back. Actually, Lamar Jackson, he's running up. You know, he's in a softer conference. He's not in the Big Ten. Big 12, you know, so it's a little bit easier for him. But you only can play against what the schedule says you play against. So Terrence Crawford, he beat the best at 140. Danny Garcia, you had a tough time at 140. You got away unscathed. Some people say you might have lost some fights. Some people say you might have won some fights. But you walked into Keith Thurman's fight undefeated, and to that, you and your dad deserve credit. So I salute you for that. And but definitely should give Terrence Crawford a little bit more respect. A little bit more respect than what you're giving him. So anyways, man, I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey, I just want to remind you guys, In Your Corner, a movie I directed on Floyd Mayweather and Sam Watson, is out now on Vimeo.com. In Your Corner, click the link in the description box. And I would genuinely love and appreciate you guys' support. And don't hesitate to leave a comment and let me know what you thought of the film. And again, I appreciate you guys' support and enjoy the video. Peace.